Hello, all of you. Welcome to the part 2 of labor related concepts. All the booster notes we are writing so that right now, while solving the problem, you all say, no, ma'am, even if you understand the concept, the speed doesn't come. The speed will come when you know these formulas properly. So, anyone watching this video directly should first watch part 1, where I have explained Rowan and Hull say concept. कॉन्सेप्ट के साथ जब आप फॉर्मूला प्रॉपरली लिख के रखोगे एक जगह पे तो योर स्पीड ऑफ द रिविजन विल बी गुड एंड यू विल बी वेरी कॉन्फिडेंट टू कंप्लीट योर पेपर इन 3 hours. Today we are discussing with overtime. In labor chapter has got super weightage. It comes in question number 1 and theory questions are also asked. What is the treatment of idle time, overtime? So, and labor turnover, how to deal if employees are again and again changing. So now let us discuss in this second part. The first aspect is overtime. No business has consistency. So you need to pay extra and ask your employees to stay back extra in your season time. Like for example, all the uniforms and all are usually taken nowadays in the month of the April when the new session starts. So the uniform manufacturing season is very high in January, February, March. Say all the pickles are made in the month of April and May when mangoes are available. So it is the peak season of all the spices, masala and all. But spices are dried and they are powdered and grinded and ready in the month of February and March. So every business has its season, and in the season, they have to deal and pay extra to their employees for working overtime. Now let me share the screen. There are some rules related to the one second. There are some rules related to the Factories Act, Factories Act says, because you are getting overtime problem also in the exam. So as per the Factories Act 1948, every day a worker is going to work maximum for 8 hours. Are you seeing on the screen? Beyond 8 hours, whatever he is working, 1 hour extra, that is fine. Beyond 8 plus 1, 9 hours, whatever worker is working, that extra hour is called as overtime. And overtime are paid at generally double the normal rate. Are you getting what I am saying? Overtime 8 hours plus 1 hour extra, 9 hours. But if you are working for 10 hours, the 10th hour 1 hour work will be paid at twice the rate as if you have worked for 2 hours. Okay. And in total, in a week, a worker is required to work for 48 hours. 6 hours a day, 7 is Sunday holiday, 6 into 8, 48 hours. And beyond 48 hours, what you work is treated as overtime. Now you get beautiful practical problems to be solved for overtime. Overtime is to be charged to that job or to that worker to whom you have paid. Now 2 minutes, I'll stop the screen here. Listen. Do you think payment of overtime is अरे इतना काम है मेरे ना workers overtime करते हैं? So remember one thing. Beyond 9 hours, if you ask the worker to work, you are paying them double the rate of wages, and definitely their efficiency will come down. Anyone who has already worked for 8 to 9 hours, you've studied already for 9th hour, so 10th hour you may not study that much. But Dipti ma'am ने बोला है आप stretch करो, आप 14 घंटे भी पढ़ सकते हो, थोड़ा सा lighter पढ़ो, true and false पढ़ो, समझ में आ रहा है? So efficiency will reduce after 9 hours. And the pay will be extra. So up to a point, overtime is healthy sign of the business. I told you the seasonal factor. But if it is a regular overtime, company has to put more number of the permanent workers. Otherwise, their labor cost is going to be huge. जब भी overtime करवाना है, चलो extra pay करो, काम करवाओ, so you are paying them double the rate, and their efficiency is also less. So your cost is going to be inflated. See, there are some beautiful concepts which are not there in the books exactly like this explained. But I hope I have opened up something. If you can understand and study the psychology of overtime, you'll enjoy it. चलो, अब enjoy भी करना है और एग्जाम में मार्क्स भी स्कोर करना है. तो how to calculate the cost of the labor to the company considering overtime? This is a 10 marks question asked. And usually the study material questions are asked. चलो शुरू करते हैं. Look at this. Look at the screen. I hope you have noted this down what I discussed now, 8 hours and all. Okay. Okay. This we have already discussed in the last class. Yeah. If overtime is related to some specific job order, you know, someone wants the tailor to work overtime but complete and give me my shirt by tomorrow, or some interior work or some company, whatever. So if it is related to job, charge it to job. If it is related to regular, charge it to factory overhead. If it is related to specific department, charge it to that department. And if overtime is abnormal, किसी की गलती नहीं थी but lockdown हो गया, whatever, then charge it to costing P&L. This concept, if you write, you will be able to attempt theory question for 5 marks. Don't write like this. These are the pointers, and then masala you can fill in. Chalo. What is the cost, effective cost of labor for the company? So as an employer, you are paying what to your employee? Now, if you can correlate this with your income tax salary chapter, fine. If not, then also fine. Just see. You pay basic to your employees. You pay dearness allowance to meet up the extra cost of living and all. And you pay bonus to your employee and some other allowances if you're giving them. And if you know, PF and ESIC are labor related payment where employer and employee both contribute. Let me take 2 minutes and explain this. PF is provident fund. If I am paying you 100 rupees salary, I will pay 12 rupees extra to you in PF, but that will not come in your hand. This PF will directly be deposited in your provident fund account as employer's contribution. So if someone asks me, what is my cost for employee? It is 112. Employee will get 100 only, but 12 rupees I am incurring on your behalf and paying to you, paying PF, and after retirement, you will get it from the provident fund. So it's an amount which is going out of my pocket right now. So that's why it is called as employer's contribution to PF. Okay. It is also a cost for the company. Did you all get it? Company can't say कि 12 rupees we are not giving to employee, तो मेरा expense है या नहीं? Of course, it's my expense. I am giving 100 rupees salary to employee and 12 rupees employee on your behalf. I am paying PF. Out of my pocket, 112 are going. Whenever I am explaining the concept, I take the figures 10 रुपए, 2 रुपए, करोड़ों में बात नहीं करना है. समझ में आ रहा है? We are into the concept. Now, so basic DA, bonus, allowance, PF, like that ESIC is also there. Employee stock insurance, corporation. So total wages you got, and total wages, if you divide by total hours, you will get what is your effective cost per hour or per unit. Now here, unproductive normal hours you have to minus. So your total wages is 500 for 10 hours, but 1 hour you give daily to your worker for half an hour for lunch and 2 breaks for tea and refreshment and all. So though you are paying them for 10 hours, 500 rupees, effectively is the worker working for you 9 hours? This is unproductive normal time, no? Lunch time, relaxation time, tea time. So 10 hours they work for you, 8 o'clock to evening 6 o'clock, but 1 hour lunch time or half an hour lunch time and 2 tea breaks you give them. So 500 rupees you're paying, but effective cost is only 9 hours. So this will give you correct effective cost. How many are you are going to this your inventory chapter? Ma'am, normal loss भी तो ऐसे ही deduct करते हैं ना? Total cost of material divided by total quantity minus the normal loss. Yes, it's the same. So in exam, if they ask you 5 or 10 marks question, what is the cost or labor cost to the company? Basic DA bonus. Then you may be surprised, ma'am, overtime to you have not put here. Overtime, I will not put it in this total labor cost. I will put only for that employee, because all the employees we are not paying overtime. No. All the department and all the jobs we are not doing overtime. So overtime cost will be calculated separately and we will put it only in that column in which overtime is paid. This is, dear students, 2-minute aram se suno. This is a common question. Students send me study materials picture and they say, ma'am, we understood overtime's calculations that 10 hours he has worked overtime this month. But why is it not taken in the total labor cost? Because it's not normal. Overtime is not normal. Overtime will be taken in the cost of only that job or department or that worker to whom we are paying. Is labor cost clear? Take 2 minutes time. And don't take screenshots. Marks भी फिर screenshot में आएंगे. ऐसे मत करो dear student. इसको लिखो. If you want, you can pause the video and write, but लिखो. ठीक है? All right. Chalo. Now, sometimes they ask you what is the earning which goes in the hands of the employees. Now it's different. Employee's viewpoint, he will say, I got basic DA, bonus, allowance, now overtime. Specific employee who gets overtime, add overtime here. So this is called as gross wages. Now, as I contributed to PF, the employee will also contribute, no? So suppose I paid 100 basic wages and employee also contributed 12 rupees to the PF. ESIC bhi hai, but just to give the example. So how much is actually going in his pocket? 88 rupees. And how much is going in PF? 12 employee ka plus 12 mera, 24. I will re-explain if you want. I paid 100 rupees and 12 rupees in the PF. Employee got this 100 rupees in the pocket and he got 100 rupees and 12 rupees he also contributed. So how much went to the PF? 24 rupees. And how much employee got his in hand? 88. Though I have paid him 112, but 12 rupees went to PF. Chalo, 100. Out of 100, your 12 rupees will also go to PF. My employer's contribution and your contribution. And then 88 rupees will go to your net wages or the earning of the work. Isn't it so simple? And then they give you this for 2 workers. So be careful, number of workers. Sometimes DA they'll give as a percentage of basic. Basic is 100 rupees, DA is 20%. So take 100 plus 20 like that. And when you do this, and if you have already finished salary chapter, take a pause and correlate. If you really want to clear your exam in first attempt, interlinking of the subjects is very, very important. In accounts, when you learn investment, same is the concept of bonus and right shares in capital gain. Now, when you are doing in labor, basic DA, PF, ESIC, this is the same concept in income from salary also, and some deductions also, 80CCC and all. So what did I teach you in today's class? See, I have written here. PF and ESIC, employer's contribution added while calculating the cost. Employees' contribution subtracted while calculating the income. Because your gross income is 100, dear worker, but 12 rupees has gone. See, this is just an explanation class. And after the explanation, if you work out the problem, you do the homework, next day again you practice little advanced level problem. Will your pen flow or not? And your quality of daily learning will decide your result, not your hard work from the result till the exam. वो क्रैश कोर्स वो सब नहीं काम में आता. Of course it works for, but once you have taken the base level coaching there, right? So I hope I have given you the best of the concept of overtime and labor cost, employer side and employee side, in the part 2 of booster notes for labor. We'll be taking one more third part to cover up the labor turnover and other concept in the next video, right? Okay. Yeah. While calculating earning of employee, add overtime because he's taking overtime home. But while calculating the total cost, don't take overtime. That we have already seen. Okay. Right. Okay. So that's all for the second part of the labor. If you have not watched, watch the first video, which is talking about Halsey and Rowan. And today we have talked about overtime and employee related clause. And the last V part of the labor, we will be discussing the labor turnover. Lot of easy for question number 1 में पूछते हैं labor turnover, flux and separation method. They give the answer and they ask you to calculate some working. So you should be able to do it, right? These all conceptual videos are here to give you a good grip on your concept so that your pen flows in the 3 R's. If you are liking it, then hit the like button and let others also notify by writing a small comment that you've really followed this concept. Hit the notification so that as soon as we upload the third video also, you can check it, take notes in advance, and do share it with your friends also. Then putting all these efforts will be fruitful. Thank you so much for watching the video till end. Signing off now. See you, Dipti, Chheda. Bye-bye.